How is it going, Elk? My name's Lone Wolf, and you're watching Cryptid Cries. I'm not sure if you will be able to tell by the background, but it is storming outside. So, there's that. Also, I'm extremely close to getting, I want to say, oh yeah, level 13. So, that's good. Also, I really hate how I'm feeling, because I kind of have like a little headache, as well as I've eaten, some meatloaf with cheese in it, and cheese just kind of hurts me, I guess you could say. Or shall I put it at that? But, I was determined to make a video. I was gonna do an outside video, but with how it is right now, that's probably not gonna happen. So, yeah. But, did I even... So, yeah, I'll just do one of these videos. Oh, yeah, I don't have any money left for that. Okay, there. Also, on this recording software I have, it says I can go live on there, so maybe I can do a live video, I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it fully. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'm all out of ideas for recording videos, since I can't do cryptid time, because all of my books are packed away somewhere. But oh yeah, I guess I can talk about this. We found a place that practically from the outside looks like a mansion, and most likely is a mansion, for a fairly cheap price too. To be fair, living out here, you'll have cheap prices, unless you're on the West Coast. Then, well, like, I mean, not like on the West Coast. That's what I was trying to say. Where for a house it's like $1,000 or whatever, or $1 million, and people wonder why there's so many homeless out west. Kind of sad. Is that a new skin for it? I can't tell if that's a new skin or not. I know this ain't, but this one, is it a new skin? Oh yeah, and then Magna Pirator, or whatever it's called. So there's that. We don't know if we're gonna get accepted or accepted, one of the two, for it or not. We're hoping so. Fingers crossed we get it, because then I can show y'all the house without, well, like the inside of the house, not the outside, because that's a no-no. And plus, the outside really ain't anything spectacular. It's just brick house. But yeah, it's a nice house. It's extremely big. Sad thing too is it's like a 4-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. So it's like, yeesh. But yeah, it has enough room for the cats, Cookie, and and whatever other animals we want to get too. Which guarantee you we'll get another dog for Cookie. Another dog and then maybe a reptile like a snake or lizard. Which, if I have it my way, it's gonna be a snake. Which, it's big enough where we can have two, practically, like a snake and a lizard. And I could probably get myself a bird, too. Just have it in a place where the cats don't go. That'd be nice. And for the outside, it's really not that spectacular. It's got a wraparound porch to a point. The back porch is cool too, because it wraps around some as well. But, the actual backyard / yard is tiny. Yeah, I will give it that much. It's a tiny backyard. So, if Cookie's extremely hyper, Cookie will hate it. Yeah, because I feel like Cookie takes after me with ADHD, because he gets bored of things very quickly. Well, like his toys and all of that. But, apparently Cookie might be younger than we were told. He might be 4 weeks instead of 8. However, we have an appointment set for him on July 6th. So, yeah. I believe, yeah, it's July 6th. So here's hoping he's actually old enough for his shots. To be fair, he might actually be old enough for his shots anyhow. From what I was from what I heard, like apparently now they're doing 4 weeks and up for dogs, because it's actually better to do it when they're younger than when they're older. So I don't know. Here's hoping he is old enough, because I couldn't stand having him inside for a long freaking time. I hate this VIP thing. So sorry for like the pauses or slash long pauses. It's just me messing with something else. Else like my hair or my headphones or whatever. Or just trying to figure out what else to say. I wish you got HP for like just not as much as you do with like evolving the animal, or like the creature I should say, but like I wish you got XP, just a tiny amount, like 2 or whatever, or 10, because I'll show you why I say or 10 in a minute, just because it'd be a lot easier, just because it would help people out with their they're leveling up. But I say this because this is they want 223,900, and I got 211,550. So I'm fairly close, but not. So. Ooh, hold on, let me. Yeah, no, not you. You, thank you. Okay. Okay, just give me a second, I'll be back, so sorry, please excuse this, long pause. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Just had to kind of blow my nose. Yep. Frick. Just had to, like, blow my nose and then check. Of course, after washing my hands, and then check on, if it was raining or not. To see if I could probably do an outside video. It doesn't look like it's raining, so I might walk out soon. So maybe after this, there'll be another video. I don't know. Dang it. Oh, also, I don't know if I told y'all this, but when I went fishing for the first time just with some family, basically, and a few weeks back, and I caught a bass. Don't quote me on this, because I don't know which one it is. Well, don't quote me, but don't ask which bass I caught, because it definitely wasn't it definitely wasn't a smallmouth. All I know is it was probably a largemouth or a spotted bass. Well, could it have been? Practically one or the other. But with how light it was and all of that, I'm thinking spotted bass. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it. But I think it might be a spotted bass. But I had to cut the line mostly because it swallowed it. I hate when bass, well not when bass, but when fish swallow the lines, because you're technically littering, as well as you can prevent it from eating, as well as you have to retie on a new hook. It's just like with getting snags, because I hate when I get snags. Oh, okay. Because I hate when I get snagged and it breaks off, or breaks my line, I should say, not breaks off. Because then it's basically just a big waste of line and all of that, and just a bunch of floating garbage. That's why I wish they had biodegradable hooks and fishing line. I mean, they probably do, but I'm meaning that's inexpensive, so to speak. Like, very cheap. Don't kill me. But, like, very cheap, because that would make me feel a lot better. Because I hate when people litter. Not peeper. I just kind of hate when people litter. Because it's the earth. I mean, like, why we live on it, and right now we can't live on any other planet, so why ruin this planet? I mean, it's just kind of like common sense to try and take care of it, but guess not. Which is why I believe, I'm not sure about many states in the United States, but what I do know is the states I've been to, at least some of the states, they have a law that says no littering. If you are caught littering, you can get fined over $100 to $200. There's just for littering in like a public area, so like a parking lot, park, whatever. Which I actually kind of find that funny. Funny because it's like, oh, since you don't want to stop littering, here's a $200 fine. It's just kind of like it just gets on my nerves with people like that, because those people prefer their houses are cleaned and all of that, yet their houses are probably spotless or whatever, and yet they throw garbage on the ground when out in public or outdoors. And who wants to go to Yellowstone or Niagara Falls and just see Mountain Dew? Do the do. Or whatever their thing is, because I believe it's Do the Do still. I'm not sure. But it's... who wants to see that while looking at Niagara Falls or walking up the board in Yellowstone, and Montana's part of Yellowstone? And who just wants to be on a walk or whatever out in nature and then see Pepsi and Coca-Cola and all of that stuff on the ground? It's like, really? And plus, who wants to be out hunting and then see like garbage in your hunting spot, cause or like an animal that's died and choked on some garbage because of a hunter or just someone outside being gross and all of that, and just leaving their garbage for it to choke on. It's the same with fishing too. However, most of the time it's with fish. It's like, really? Why are you fishing then? If you're gonna kill it and then just leave it there, or if you're just gonna leave it on the ground. Because there are types of fish like gar, as well as catfish, that can be out of the waters for a few days or whatever, because they breathe air or whatever. Well, certain types of catfish do, that I know of. And gar breathe air, that I know of. So who wants to be a gar or whatever, and then someone hooks you and leaves you on the ground, and you're just being eaten alive by ants and birds and stuff like that, and then flies and everything while you're still alive. Who wants that? Because I know no one does. And if you say you do, or if you know someone who would say that, either get lost because you're lying, or check yourself or that friend into a psych ward because you need help. I mean, granted, I'd probably slap the crap out of you if you do stuff like that, because that's first of all, that's messed up. But second of all, you're you're even more messed up for practically killing something that you're not gonna eat. Because hunters and fishermen who kill fish, for the most part, who kill an animal, for the most part, they eat it or they give it away to, like, butcher shop and all of that. Oh, also, speaking of which, with hunting, why is it people say, oh, I usually just hunt for meat and all of that. I hate those people who hunt for trophies. I mean, first of all, many people who get, their animals mounted, they're using all of the meat. Or they're giving that meat to a butcher shop or if they know the person who's taxiderming their creature, they're doing that. They're giving their food to them. And so, I mean, it's not going to waste, as well as if it's just the head, it's just the skin and fur. So, I mean, or if it's just the whole body, it's again just skin and fur. The eyes are glass. The antlers are glued on. The body's / head is mold. Is like made out of a mold. And I hate how people say, oh, it's bragging and all of that. To be fair with me, if I killed like a 10-point buck or whatever, I would easily have it head mounted. For one reason, so I can look at its glory and admire its glory in real life instead of just the time I shot it in the picture. Sure. Because pictures really don't do animals or things credit or justice, I should say. Because that would be awesome to see. It's just like videos. That stuff doesn't give the thing credit. And it alters, because with my voice in the videos, you're hearing something a lot different than my actual talking voice. Because any of my friends, which you'll see as Color Noob and all of that, who will probably watch this and probably comment, will agree that my voice sounds a lot different in person. And I don't know if my accent comes out in video or not, because I rarely watch the whole video of my own, just because I get bored too easily, and I mean, my videos aren't boring to me. It's just I end up seeing something cooler, like a cooler video or whatever, or going into music and just listening to that instead of watching my channel. So I don't really know if my accent comes out or not in video, but anybody you ask who knows me would agree my voice sounds a lot different in person, and probably would agree that what you hear / see is practically what you'd hear, well, not hear, but what you'd see in real life if I knew you, or if I know you. Because if I don't, I'm a little more quiet. or a lot more. Like, I probably wouldn't talk much. As well as, I sound a lot more tired in real life, because normally I am. Because because how my sleep is, I either have too much or too little of sleep, just because if I have 8 hours of sleep right on the dot, like just 8 hours, I'm a cranky jerk. I don't understand why. But if I have less sleep or more sleep than 8 hours, then perfectly fine. But if I have coffee, I can't think straight, and you probably wouldn't understand a word I say, because I'd be going like this. So yeah, hi. Just because it messes with me, the coffee. Well, it's not coffee that I have, it's usually cappuccinos, because I believe those are the coffees that have chocolate in them. I believe that's what they're called. I think so. But, yeah. Like I was saying, videos don't do justice either, because they distort, and I believe they also flip as well, which means they make things backwards. I'm not quite sure, but I think some videos, or like video things, recording devices, do that. So, yeah. Also, question to anybody who watches my videos who hunts, tell me, what are y'all require, like, what can y'all, legally hunt if you get the right license? Because out here, I believe it's rabbit, waterfowl, some ducks, and geese, but rabbits, waterfowl, squirrel, turkeys, and whitetail, because that's what we have, where I'm living now, whitetail, and bear. And I can say Utah is probably rabbit, bear, cougar, which is mountain lion or puma or panther. They're all the same. But, cougar, rabbit, squirrel, turkey, elk, maybe moose, I'm not sure. Mule deer, and maybe whitetail, because I'm not sure if whitetail actually live in Utah or not, or if they're an invasive species. Which means if they're an invasive species, technically speaking, you could kill them without a license, because that's with raccoons out there, I want to say. I don't quote me on that, so I don't suggest you doing it, just because if it's not true, you could get in big trouble. And to be fair, I'm not really even sure if they have whitetail out in Utah, but all I know is they have muleys, or mule deer. But yeah, if anybody lives in Utah who's a hunter, leave me know if I was correct on the hunting things y'all could hunt, and also correct me if I'm wrong on the whitetail situation. Also, where's my there's that. So yeah, until next time, I'll see y'all on the next hunt. Bye.